Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out to the Vilseck Castle, and we're starting from my house, obviously. And we're gonna go out here. Okay, so when you get out the front door, there's of course our yard right there and our lovely van. And there's like a little park right here where the army built this here for the kids that live on the base, and all around us is just a bunch of different houses that are army owned. And after that, you have to walk through this, what it is a wheat field, but right now there's nothing here because it's like late fall. But usually there's a huge wheat field right here. You just walk along this pathway to get to the bridge up here. Okay, right here is one of the wooden shacks. This is German owned, and they store a bunch of wood, as you can see. Here's the bridge that crosses the river, well, more like a creek. And the creek flows from all the way down there to the train station. And you can walk along that pathway right there to get to the train station. And down this pathway is how you get to the castle right there. There's a bunch of German-owned houses that surround it, and they're really pretty. It's because they have like all these different types of gardens and stuff. Here's one of the German-owned houses. They're mostly farms, like small farms and stuff. We just walked along that pathway. And up here is the castle. Okay, this is the side wall of the castle, and it's kind of like a big dome. I'll show you the inside square here in a second, but this is the outside wall. And from all the way over there, it's a very short walk actually. It's really nice. From this point, there's all different sorts of pathways you could go down. We're gonna go up that way to wrap around the castle, but we're gonna go down that way a little bit and show you an old mansion that I think is really, really cool. Okay, we're just walking along the side of the castle now. Here's just a rock pathway so you can climb up. It's kind of steep. And soon we're gonna be hitting the entrance, where it has a huge sign for the entrance. And one of the, I think it's a dungeon or a servant's quarter. And those are the windows. Peek out. Bars and stuff all the way up there. Okay, we're nearing the entrance now. And here, right around here is like I'm pretty sure it's a servant's quarters, but it could very well be a dungeon. The door is obviously newly made. Here's the sign for the Vilseck Castle. And it has a bunch of information in German that I can't really read to you, but right here it says it was made in 1200, so it's, yeah, really, really old. Okay, here's the entrance. It's very quiet now, but that's one of the dungeons, I believe. And down there is the town. And then there's like a shop here and windows and stuff. If you look around, the castle is like really kind of smallish, but this is the central square, which at this time with wars and what going on, this would have been a really safe place to hide. There's like dungeons and hideaways over there and all different kinds of stuff. It's really, really neat. Okay, now we're gonna walk down here and go into the town, the central town. And the town's old, but you know, it's modern. Like for those of you who think that they have no technology here, rest assured, here are cars. Today is a Friday, so it's kind of busy in traffic, but the roads are really, really small. I mean, that's just it, and then that's the sidewalk. But yeah, we're just coming from the castle, where actually it gives the, I don't know if you can see that, but I don't, it begins with a D, but I can't really pronounce it because I'm not good at the German pronunciations. There's a bunch of small towns around here, and here is like a hair salon. And up here is going to be like a bank, a couple cafes and food eating places, and I think another hair salon. Okay, this is the opening into the town. And here's another hair salon. And that's a hotel and cafe. A couple of signs here and there. That's the bank over there. And a bunch of historical small shops. And over there, we're gonna go over there in a minute. So, you know, that's the bank. And a couple of cafes over here. Like, this is well, a pub, I think you could call it. And over there is some buildings that have been around ever since the castle has refurbished and stuff. That's the fountain in the middle of the square, and I'm kind of looking weird right now considering I'm the American with the camera. But we're gonna go down here, and there's a pathway that goes to this old mansion that I really want to show you. It's really cool. And I don't know, inn or a cafe or something like that, but there's a hole over here, and it's kind of arched. It's an open way to the, I call it a mansion, but I guess it's not necessarily one, but it's just a really, really nice house. That's one of the openings to the shop. This is just one old. So nice. Okay, so here is a door opening that'll lead me out to where I want to go. Okay. Now, that's kind of like out in the distance, that's where I started. It's the dome right there. Okay, this is what I was talking about. I found, like, I was walking with my dad, and we found this, and we thought it was really cool. It's, I guess you could say mansion or some sort. I don't think anyone lives here anymore, but it's just really, really cool. It's got like Victorian gates, and it's really nice. And then down this pathway, it leads back to where we started. And over here is some privately owned ponds that I don't know. I think they just protect the pond. I don't know if it's man-made or not. Here are some more privately owned ponds. There's like 3 of them. And there's like a couple of cow farms and chicken farms and stuff like that around here, so it kind of smells really bad right now. But yeah, there's some chickens. They're all like live, running around chickens. Pathway where we started, and apparently they've down our way. So yeah, that's basically where we live, the town. There's more out in the, like, there's more parts of the town too, but those are really more traffic areas, and I don't think I should really go out there, especially when you know, you have to be really aware because of the fast-moving cars. Well, I hope you got a better idea of where we live and what's our surroundings. And thanks for watching.